Alright, so I've been wanting to do this video for a while now, and I just want to give out a quick disclaimer. If I'm wrong or incorrect on anything, or someone else has an opposing experience, correct me in the comments, and I'll make adjustments where I can and where it's needed. But other than that, let's get into the video. Hey guys, what up? It's your boy AA Ron coming at you with a fresh new video, and in this video today, you guys, we're going to be talking about the biggest lies that military recruiters tell you. And I'm going to just go ahead and throw this out there. This isn't going to be a video of what you're thinking. A lot of things recruiters will tell people may be misconceptions. So there's confusion somewhere in the communication between, but people take it as a lie and it gets turned into a misconception, but people will go around saying it's a lie when it's really not a lie. So this is really a video to help out my brothers and sisters in the recruiting field, not just in the Navy, because I'm in the Navy. So a lot of aspects and things like that will be from the perspective of the Navy, but this is across the board to help out everybody in the recruiting field, because everybody gets a bad rap and recruiters are car salesmen and this, that, and the other. So we're going to talk about a few things. All right. So we're going to just start from the beginning. Congratulations, you're interested in joining the military. What's the first thing you're going to do? Get in touch with the recruiter. But before then, you might get with some of your buddies or some people you know that have dealt with military recruiters. Maybe you have some friends that are veterans or whatnot, family members, and they'll kind of spill this to you where, hey, they're nothing more than car salesmen. They don't care about you. You're just a number, right? No. It's a complete load. 100%, right? So check this out. So people are going to tell you that recruiters are car salesmen. They don't care about you, right? Yes, recruiters are car salesmen. They're going to pitch you their branch and they want you to join their branch. And I'm going to tell you from my experience, which I have dealt with. Here we go. A Marine recruiter, an Air Force recruiter, Navy recruiter, an Army recruiter, a Marine Corps recruiter, and another Navy recruiter. And all of them have done the following. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Timmy, have a seat. So you're interested in joining the Army, right? All right. What are you interested in doing? You want to be an MP? That's great. Congrats. That's a good job. It's a good goal to want to work towards. But check us out. Here's what the Army can offer you. But I would encourage you, maybe go check out the Air Force. They have an awesome security forces program, as well as the Marine Corps. They also have an awesome MP program as well. They're going to refer you to the other branches for the most part and tell you to consider all of your options. Every recruiter I have dealt with has been like this. It's a very, very professional approach, and they don't want you to feel too pressured. This is a life-changing decision that you're going to be making, right? So they want you to be comfortable, and they want you to be 100% on the decision that you're making, right? But don't just take that as an example. I brought one of my childhood friends to my recruiter, right? Hey, Petty Officer, he's interested in joining the Navy. All right, sit down. Tell me a little bit about yourself. All right, cool. Oh, you got a degree. Well, let's get you in there and let's get you a practice ASVAB. Boom, right off the rip, qualifying for every job. Recruiters freaking love that. And he told him, hey, I'd encourage you, go check out your other options. Also, you know what? Tell me a little bit about yourself outside of the Navy. Like, what do you want to do? Oh, cool enough. You're actually wanting to work for the Navy, doing a civilian job in Orlando. Cool. Same benefits and all, and great pay. You know what my recruiter told him? I honestly have nothing to offer you that's an equivalent, and I'd be hindering you. But if you're adamant about joining, let's see if we can get you the officer route. Let's see what we can offer you there. Got him in contact with an officer recruiter, and he eventually contacted me back. And he said, hey, so I'm not joining the Navy. All right, cool, what happened? Well, the officer talked to me and whatnot, or the officer recruiter talked to me and said, there's nothing I can offer you that's equivalent to what you would have outside of the Navy, right? So they really do care about you. They don't want to hinder you in any kind of way. And like I said, they really do care about you and they want what's best for you. All right, so let's take this a step further, right? Boom, did your practice ASVAB, you qualify to join the Navy, boom, they get you your meeting, boom, you're on your way to MEPS. All right, congratulations, the recruiter gets paid, they're finally bringing you to MEPS. No, recruiters don't get paid for bringing you to MEPS, right? People will tell you they're going to get paid for bringing you to MEPS, and then they got to meet their quota. No, absolutely not. Recruiters do not get paid more or anything less for meeting their quota. I'm going to break down quotas really quick. So let's say from the area I lived in Florida, Orlando, you're going to have, let's say, 13 recruiting stations, right? So based off of the population, each recruiting station is going to have a number that they have to come up with and recruit every month or whatever it is, right? And that's all going to come up to a sum total number based off of that population. That's it. That's how the quotas work. Now I know what you're thinking, right? But there's also a quota for jobs, right? Well, yes, there is a quota for jobs. You're absolutely right. And let's talk about that. All right, so here we go. Quotas for jobs. I love this. This is great. So people will say recruiters are going to push you towards a specific job because they have a quota for that job that needs to get filled more than this one, right? So let's say they need people for cook, right? So they're going to push you to go for cook instead of going for BM or AT or whatever, right? No, they don't do that. The only quotas for jobs are active duty, reserve, spec war, and nuke. That's it. No specific jobs other than nuke. And it can be any of the spec war. And like I said, it's all based off of the population they're trying to recruit for, right? Their little number that that recruiting station has to get. Now remember, whether they hit that quota or not doesn't really matter, right? They're not gonna get paid any more or any less. So they're not gonna steer you towards a specific job that they need filled. All right, so you're at MEPS, right? You want to get your contract for your dream job, AM, aviation structural mechanic, right? And all that's available right now for you to pick is AD and CS, right? So people will tell you, hey, whatever you do, don't pick your job at MEPS if it's a job you don't want. Like, don't just sign for any job you don't want because you're locked into that job. That's cute and not true. You pick AD. It's not what you wanted, but you get with your recruiter, and your recruiter can submit a DAR, a DAR. What a DAR is a multi-purpose form. It does an abundance of things. One of those things is it helps you change your job. Now, in order to understand a DAR better, you have to understand how contracts work. Now, I know a lot of people are going to think, yeah, contracts are straightforward. Not necessarily, because that's what I thought until I did a little digging and asked a few questions. So we have two types of contracts, apparently. We have a male contract and we have a female contract. I'll explain. So the way this works is, let's say future sailor Timmy in Chicago wants AM because he signed for AD at MEPS like we were just talking about. Recruiter submits the DAR for AM, right? So let's say future sailor Veronica over there in New York who has a contract for AM. That's the job future sailor Timmy wants. Let's just say she says, I no longer want to join the Navy, and she loses that contract for AM. Because Timmy is a male and Veronica is a female, he can't snag that job. That's not his to snag. Another female can snag it, but he can't. So let's talk about submitting a DAR, because if you have a job you don't want, you want to change your job, you need to know how to be able to get your recruiter to submit a DAR, or at least you would like to know how it works, so you want to understand it. So a DAR, like several things in the military, you need to have the proper amount of time between shipping out, so you need to have that. The job needs to be available, and then you also need to be eligible for that job. Now I know what you're thinking. All right, well, I just graduated from boot camp, I'm going to A school, and I'm stuck with a job I don't want, right? Because I wasn't able to change my job in depth, okay? Am I stuck? Yes, for a little bit, but you can change your job out in the fleet. You're going to have to wait a little bit, but the process is as follows. In order to change your job in the fleet, you have to submit what's called a Seaway, and that is normally done 12 months prior to your EAOS or your PRD, right? So you also have to be eligible, it has to be available, and a few other things. But that's really the only other way of doing that in the fleet. All right, so let's talk about another thing recruiters can lie to you about, which is your orders, right? You should be mildly concerned with your orders because that's no big deal. It's just the next 4 to 8 years of your life, depending on what you sign at MEPS. So what can recruiters lie to you about your orders? Well, you get to pick your orders, right? It's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily a lie. I've talked to people and they say, oh, my recruiter lied to me about getting to pick orders. And I'm like, well, we're in A school together. We did get to pick orders. Yeah, but it's not what I thought it was. Let me ask you a question. Did you get to pick your orders? Like where you would like to get stationed? Well, yes, but it's not what I thought it was, or it's not what I wanted. It doesn't matter whether it was what you wanted or what you thought it was. Did you get to pick orders? Well, yes, but they still lied to me. No, they didn't lie to you. It's a misconception that you're turning into a lie. You can't do that, right? Because who are you hurting? The person that's trying to work, right? That's their job, and you're affecting their job. You can't do that. And that's like a lot of these problems are because of misconceptions, right? That aren't necessarily lies, but they're told that they're lies, such as this. This is a very, very common one, right? And the way that this works is, no, not every A school gets to pick orders, right? You can go to Pensacola, where I was at, and at least NAS Pensacola, I'll explain. NAS Pensacola, you get to pick your orders. I like to go West Coast, East Coast, or overseas. That's it. Go a little bit across town. You go over to Corey Station where they send like ITs and whatnot. No, you don't get to pick orders. You go to like IC school and it's generated. All the orders are generated, and they go by academics and their specific orders. You get to pick where you want to go off of what's available and what's been generated, and it's just pecking order by grades. So yeah, it does depend, but most important, and I'm getting to like towards the end of the video now, and this is what I want to say. You guys need to be comfortable communicating with your recruiter. There's people that I'm referring to. I'm referring at least like 5 or 6 people to recruiters a week, which is great. I love doing that. I love helping you guys out. It's awesome. But it kind of pains me to see like a lot of future sailors coming to me and saying, hey, like my recruiter's telling me this, that, and the other. Can I trust them? Can I believe them? Look, you have to understand that I can't and I will not interfere and intervene with a recruiter that's working with you, because I have to work with these people. I have to serve with them. These are my brothers and sisters. So I'm not going to go and there's no other better way to say, I'm sure there is a better way to say it, but this is all that comes to mind. I'm not going to go and step on their toes, essentially. I will help you out the best I can, but I would strongly encourage you to do is like, don't do what I did. I originally assigned as a CS, right? And look at my shirt. I'm an aviation ordnanceman. So obviously I was able to change my job in depth, so that's living proof right there. But you guys need to be able to communicate and talk to your recruiters. Like, you're going to learn in boot camp, communication is key to being able to complete missions successfully. Like, communication is key. It's very, very vital and important, right? And if you can't sit down and communicate with somebody, then like I don't know what to tell you. You have to be able to communicate with people. Like, it's very, very important. Like, I was a Sour Patch Kid about being stuck with CS, so I went and tried to talk to another recruiter to like find out what I could do, but I ended up hurting my relationship with my recruiter, so I had to like work really, really hard to like getting back in good graces, even though he basically welcomed me back with like open arms in a sense. He was just, I could just see it. He looked at me differently. Like, he was just disappointed in me. So it's like, I gotta like work 5 times as hard now to make it up, because I'm not that kind of person that'll, leave on like a bad note, no matter who you are or what we've been through. Like, I'll always try to be on a positive note with you. But I really hurt our relationship, and these are the people that are putting you in the military, so they're the ones essentially changing your life, because they don't have to recruit you. They don't have to put you in the military. They want to help you out and work with you and set you up for a great future, whether if it's just the next 4 years of your life or the next 30. They want to work with you and they want to help you out. But you guys got to be able to talk to them and communicate with them, and just because you get in the delayed entry program and your recruiter stops talking to you and things like that, doesn't mean they don't care about you. They have other obligations. They're worried about trying to find people that are going to replace you one day, essentially, because that's it. You're in the front door. You've taken the next step in joining the Navy, the Army, the Marine Corps, Coast Guard, Air Force, Army National Guard, whatever. So now you owe responsibilities to your recruiter, as well as obviously your recruiter owes responsibilities to you. It's a two-way street. But I would encourage you, I'm always here to help you guys out. Any future sailors or anybody interested in joining the Navy, but your recruiter's your first step. Like, you should have no problem going and sitting down and talking with them. Hey, here are my concerns. Here's what I got, you know. Never be afraid to talk to your recruiter. They're always there for you. Mine still is. I have a great relationship with my recruiter now. Professional, but I have a great relationship with my recruiter now. And yeah, we talk here and there. They'll give me some advice here and there when I need it, but it's kind of on me now, you know. And that's what you guys are getting at when you guys get in the delayed entry program. It's kind of on you. So that's really all I got. Well, yeah, that's it. You need to have a really good relationship with your recruiter. That's it. That's all I got. So that's it for the video, you guys. I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys liked the video, leave a like. Also, leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. I love talking to you guys. I talk to you guys pretty much all the time. It's insane. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Also, follow me on my Instagram, my Snapchat. The links to those in the description below. Follow me. I go on all little kinds of crazy, wacky adventures and post things for like next upcoming videos and promotions for videos coming out, as well as live streams and all sorts of stuff. It's great. It's a good time. So make sure you guys go follow me on those. Also, if you're new to the channel, do me a huge favor. Go check out some of the other awesome and helpful content I have out there for you guys. And if you like what you see, do me a huge favor. Smash that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot with creating more content for the future. So that's pretty much all I got. Love you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.